that's again why I've sort of put it on the back burner and like,
It's a
I'll
little
just
scary,
pretend.
yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe put something together and bring it back to us.
That sounds good.
okay. Okay, so yeah, we'll play around with it a little bit, see what options we have, and then, we'll go from there.
That's it for me.
That's it. All right, Public Works, Bruce.
Okay, I think it says page 44 is my report. If you have any questions about that. The sludge is still way up there, maybe a little bit down in the middle. Maybe these bugs are working, maybe it's just a good year. It's hard to tell so far. We'll have to give it a little more time, but we might have to start moving ahead in the next year or so, looking at doing some dredging in at least partial areas to get us some capacity in there.
Are the bugs in there yet?
Well, we keep throwing them in there, but
Oh.
you know, it's one of the things that they're supposed to reproduce once you put them in there. So why would you keep adding more than once? And I don't know. It's one of them things, but I don't know. But they're
Play some soft music.
yeah. Maybe.
Some Barry Mel.
Okay.
You gotta bring the mic closer.
Okay.
I can barely hear you sitting right here.
Yeah.
I can turn yours up if I need to,
Yeah,
so.
okay.
So soft spoken.
Next thing, what do we have? Oh, is there any questions on that, by the way?
No,
I have an unrelated question,
Yeah.
but maybe I should wait till the end.
comments and
Speaking of the ponds, I know a long time ago you had mentioned about possibly having a camera over there because of the piles. Do you still have any concerns with people freely being back there?
Not in the ponds necessarily, but occasionally we get some stuff dumped down there that
Oh.
shouldn't be and things like that. I mean, whether it's worth, yeah, I mean, the cost and the expense, or the hassle of having that stuff, I don't know. I mean, I think they're gonna dump stuff once in a while anyways, you know, we don't wanna lock it up and ruin it for everybody, but we're just gonna take care of it.
Being we, talked about the one at the park, it popped in my head, so.
Yeah, we did purchase that, it haven't got it installed yet, but we're gonna get that going here yet, so. Okay, next, truck bed. On that new truck, I came a few months ago and asked about a utility box, and then I went down and looked at one before I was gonna order it, and it's not at all what I hoped it would be. It sounded good on paper, but when I seen it, it just wasn't, I wasn't gonna be happy with it, so. I looked at some flatbeds with some boxes underneath and maybe some more toolboxes on top. I think we can cut the cost down $2,500 to $3,000 less than what the other one was. So just wanted to get your blessing to maybe go that direction instead. We're still looking at some time to get it here, but probably 8 to 10 weeks. But I think we'll be happier with it. It'll be better for us and we'll save some money besides. So.
I like it.
I do have kind of a picture of, if you want to see the type of style, I guess. This happens to be aluminum. There's a steel one the same size. Steel might be easier to mount the crane to with less reinforcement than the aluminum, but price-wise, they're within a couple $100, so it's kind of a wash, you know. Steel is black, and aluminum is silver for now, or kind of whatever. So, if you have any preference, let me know. Otherwise. That's what I'm requesting, I guess.
Cool.
Change my
Looking
plan.
for a motion to approve the new box that Bruce is requesting versus the one he had.
You said that's under cost of the other one?
Yeah,
Below?
but yeah, I'm thinking even by the time we get the boxes on, it'll be at least $2,500 less. So.
I will make that motion.
A motion made by Carlson, looking for a second.
I'll second that.
Second by Hutchinson. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Perfect. Next, Steve and I were able to go around today and do a weed list, and we check over the nuisance list. I see there's a couple things on here I didn't catch the first time around, but and as far as the weed list, I think they're pretty accurate here. So I guess we need approval on the weed list to send out a letter to get them chopped down if they don't. On the nuisance list, that's I guess it must be about half of them got cleaned up.
That's probably about that.
Yeah, so we've gained quite a bit.
Sure.
Whether we want to do a second notice or give them a little more, some of them are working on it, so, you know, some are, we're seeing progress and a lot. There's a few that just disregard them, but,
Right.
so if you want to do anything with that, that's up to you.
I'll make the motion.
You're gonna make a motion?
To send out,
Do another letter?
yes.
What about the ones that are making progress, that are working on it?
I think what we did today was, we didn't put them on.
Okay,
If
good.
they're making a good effort, correct?
Some of them, yeah. For the most part, yeah, that's true. There was some, yeah, for the most part. That's,
Good.
I think that's a lot of the changes I got on your ones that have been working, and
Right.
I thought maybe it wasn't clear enough about scratching them off or whatever.
You know, I guess I kind of have a question about this. You know, as a council, I don't feel like we always do a lot to help the community. Are some of these like elderly people that, you know, maybe if we got together and helped them? You know, I see some of them, you know, maybe have, you know, chipping paint. I mean, is that something like on a weekend, if any of us had time, or any people wanted to volunteer to assist them?
I do know last year I put it in there that I talked to Jace about it separately and said, like, would the Boy Scouts be interested? They said, yeah, great. Not one person called.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we shouldn't try maybe to do something.
Right.
I know some communities have like one day where they get volunteers and they go paint several houses or
Yeah.
rake leaves or something.
One of the youth groups around here would do, they've mentioned several
Yep.
times to me that they'd go out and help.
Well, and
So
I know
maybe
that,
we should look
you know,
at-
we have a few residents that can be very critical.
Right.
You know, and it would be nice to say, hey, if you want to complain about it, here's your chance to step up and help us improve it. You know, if you want to, if we do a letter, could we put that in the letter and make it?
Maybe at this point, we could just say if you're interested in, if you need assistance and are interested in, maybe they could call and then I could sort
Let
of
us-
reach out
yeah.
and see if
Can
anybody
we-
knows somebody.
Right. Can we, I don't wanna do people that are able to do it. If that's the case, I got some things that can get done too.
Yeah.
I would definitely make it clear that if you're unable to do this
Right.
physically, you know, we have other options. So we don't
Yeah,
get calls from
absolutely. 'Cause
them.
I don't know a lot, you know,
Right.
several
Yeah.
of these, but, you know, if they're elderly residents and physically can't do it, or,
Yep. Yeah.
All right, we're looking for a motion to approve the nuisance list. You wanna put both of them together, the weed list and the nuisance both? May as well. Steve, I guess maybe I should have backed up, but you did make a motion.
Yes, and I think, well, unless Bruce has a reason, I don't see any reason not to combine the
Okay.
two in the motion.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So I got a motion to combine the two, the weed list and the public nuisance by Steve Johnson. Looking for a second.
I will second it.
Seconded by Carlson. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Okay. Only other thing I got is they had the guys up listening again on Friday. We still got a couple of spots that sound funny. He couldn't pinpoint them. I got the other guy scheduled to come in on, not this Wednesday, a week from Wednesday here. We're gonna have to try and shut down one of the industries to find out if it's their usage is that much or if there's something going on at their place or somewhere close to there. So, but we're still losing a lot of water. We gotta try and pinpoint it. So whatever, I didn't get a price from them. I just told them to come and do what it is. I guess we gotta find out. So that's all I got.
Any comments or concerns for Bruce?
As long as we mentioned before, let's discuss the phone for Bruce, if it's not too expensive. Everybody and their mother has his private phone, that's, I think would be a headache. How much would a private phone cost for?
I think that's what they're trying to get away from it, Steve. They didn't want a private phone.
I don't want two phones.
Bruce doesn't care that everybody has his phone number, apparently.
It's not,
I have nothing further.
So Bruce,
I don't have to answer.
Because do you pay extra every month, or like, do you pay per minute or anything like that? Okay.
if it ever becomes a problem,
Oh, absolutely.
you come tell us and and we can, you know, we have to shut your phone down, you do phone or whatever. I mean, we don't, and then we'll do things different.
Okay,
'Cause I don't want you to get burned out, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no, it's
you're
fine.
okay with it.
yeah, not a problem.
All right, anybody else have any comments or concerns? Okay. Administration Department.
The water usage report. Again, Bruce just told you guys we're hopefully finding a spot here next week. Any other questions about that?
I guess I have a question.
Yep.
So how would it work, so say maybe under Maury's parking lot, if they had a water leak? One of the pipes,
Okay.
who holds responsibility of that? Is it the city or is it the industry, or how does that kind of situation work?
That's ours until it hits the building, right?
Till it hits their shut off, there's, whatever the line in there, it's our line, so it's
Okay.
our responsibility.
So just like it would be for a resident.
Yep, just like when BP had happened down there, we ended up replacing the cement in front of their place, and it's something that happens.
Alright. And then, another thought I had, do the quick fills for the fire trucks play into this at all?
I think a little bit, but I can't imagine they'd be using 1 million gallons, the trucks probably hold 2,000 or
Well,
something like that.
and my only thought, I know we've had ongoing problems, so this is more than likely not it, but are we still doing pool fill-ups at all?
We are, but those are
You guys
counted in
document
here,
those.
right, Darcy? Those are, the pool fills are accounted on here. Actual fire calls aren't, but the
Okay.
pool fills are accounted
Flushing
for.
the hydrants wouldn't be on there, right?
No, but that's only done twice a year, it's
Right.
not on the last month, and here we're at 17% again.
It's just odd that I remember we used to be 3%.
Yeah, we used to have
And
small
now
numbers
it's
all
like-
the time.
Yeah, I think we have a leak
There's
somewhere, it's
gotta be a
just
leak
not
somewhere.
showing, I don't know why, I don't know if we got them 2 fixed last year, but maybe there was another one popped up right away and he didn't, you know, right after he was here, or maybe he didn't catch it, but as soon as I called him, he said, you know, we gotta start back at that other place where, and the guy that was here the other day said the same thing, something's awful loud down there, he said, I don't know where, or what's going on, but we have to be able to shut them down in order to start narrowing down, make sure it's not in their building or something, so it's not their usage, so. Last time we weren't able to turn them off, but,
Is that gonna cause some controversy?
no, I was able to get them one other time to shut down for that same thing. It wasn't a huge thing, we just planned far enough ahead, so we can get it to happen. We try and schedule around their break time, so it's not a big disruption.
Okay.
Any other questions on the water usage stuff? Nope. Okay, the revolving loan fund on here, we sort of went over it before. I have a meeting scheduled with Carol Anderson from the Morrison County Development Commission, I believe, on Wednesday this week, and that's down in Little Falls. I actually have the afternoon scheduled off because my daycare is closed. So I'm looking to either work from home that morning or I can just take the whole day off. I don't know if people want me checking emails and stuff from home or not. So that would be up to you guys. And then after the meeting, I've already contacted the Initiative Foundation as well. I'm hoping to come with sort of all of our options, how we move forward, what we can do with the revolving loan fund, and how we can hopefully get some money out into the community from that. There are federal stipulations still attached to it, so it's not as easy as saying, hey, we'll loan you some money, but I'm gonna figure all that out. Or try to.
I'm okay with checking emails from home.
Then, how many hours would it be from home, you think?
Probably 2.
Okay. Yeah, that too. You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
2 hours. Sounds good.
Okay, then we have budget meetings, time to schedule them. One thing I forgot to put on here is that, as is the next thing, we have primary elections, and because we have the local ballot question, we have to canvass the results of the election still. So, we'll have to schedule a meeting for that, because the council meeting's the day before the election. And that has to be within 3 and 10 days after the election. So I'm actually looking to schedule a meeting with you guys sometime between August 17th and August 23rd. We just need a quorum to review the election results. And then I don't know if everybody's available, if you guys want to schedule a budget meeting, a budget workshop for that same day, or how you want to do that. And if you want a budget workshop before then, sort of just starting the whole process.
What was the date? August?
August 17th through the 23rd, one of those days.
You know, it doesn't matter for me, anytime after 4 would work for me. If it's a day that I'm not working, then, let me see.
I think if I looked right, if we want to do a budget workshop on the same day, and if you want all the department heads there, Jason is scheduled to work on the 20th or the 21st. And then I don't know if Bruce has any scheduling conflicts.
21st would be a good day for me.
That would be a Tuesday.
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday.
We'd have a fire department meeting on Tuesday.
Oh, so Brian would have, well, I guess Brian isn't here.
Yeah.
And it's 6 though, right? So we started earlier.
Yeah, start earlier.
It's 3:30 or something.
What time?
3:30. I'm just thinking that employees can go home without having to put all the extra hours. What's your schedule look?
Monday or Tuesday, the one is open for me right now.
Yeah, me too.
Steve? Alright, so what's the earliest is convenient for you?
So I work till 5, so, let's see. Let's do it, Monday would be a little easier because I travel that day, so I'm usually done by 2 or 3 anyways. Cause I'll just get going back to the office.
Till 4 and I can't promise I can be here by 4:30. Never know. On Mondays. But you guys can handle without me.
Are we looking at scheduling just the special meeting for canvassing the elections, or also the budget
I
workshop?
was thinking both. Things were coming.
We're gonna come in, if we can do, we should do them both, I
Yeah.
would think.
So now this first round of the budgets, if we started without Al, it's not necessarily the end of the world because we do it several times. I mean,
Right,
there's
well-
thoughts there.
No,
And I guess I don't know that would be, it's up to you guys. So the budget is due the end of September. I think the 28th is the 30th is a Sunday this year. So it's due on Friday, the 28th. So I don't know how many times you guys want to anticipate getting together before then. I know, in beginning of September, you got school starting and all of that. I don't know how many people that affects, but I don't know when you guys are more available. I would say one meeting and then the council meeting. We could schedule it before then if we need to, or after. And then go from there. I don't know.
Well, you could hold one once and just see where we're at and see where you're gonna be. We'll know by then if we're close or if we need to meet up more.
Yeah.
I think after the first meeting, we'll have a better idea of how much the work's going to.
Yep, so if the department heads could meet before, if we want to wait till this mid to late August date, the department heads could try to meet before and sort of get all of our stuff in line
Right.
and then present it to the council. We can all discuss it then. And then, if we're ready before the September council meeting, we can just make it all the decisions there.
So what time do you wanna do it on the 21st?
So we're looking at Tuesday, the 21st.
No, Monday the 21st, right?
The 20th.
20th, I'm sorry. He's saying Monday's the better day.
For me, getting out at 4 versus 3:30, even though it's only half an hour, it's a little easier
Yeah.
at 4 o'clock to sneak
Well, we
away.
could do it starting at 4, and I can't promise, and if you start with the budget, I can't promise I'm gonna be here, but, then we could do the meeting at 5. Do the
Mhm.
canvassing,
Yeah.
and then,
Yeah, we could do budget workshop at 4, canvass the election at 5, and then if we still have budget stuff and if people are still willing and able, we can reconvene the budget meeting.
yeah. Sounds good.
So start at 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
What day was that? August?
20th.
August. 4 PM.
Lacey, can you just give us like 2 days ahead of time, just an email reminder on them,
Yep.
please? Text
Yep.
message or something?
Yep, and we'll have another council meeting before then, too, the week before, so.
13th.
Yes, the 13th is a council meeting. So there's the next thing, the filing period for local elections starts on July 31st and goes through August 14th at 5 o'clock PM. I will be here past then because August 14th is also the primary election day. So remember to vote. And the offices that are up, the mayor for the 2-year term, 2 council members currently held by council members Carlson and Hutchison are up, and the 2-year term remaining on the seat held by Councilmember O'Regan is also up for election.
That leaves Steve.
That leaves Steve, the lone man standing, doesn't have to worry about elections.
Nope.
It's sort of a strange year, having
Yeah.
4 seats open.
So if we are gonna put our names in, it has to be before August 14th.
Between July 31st and August 14th, come to my office, bring $2 with you, fill out the form. I have to be here because I have to notarize it for you, or you can have it notarized by somebody else. So Fran at the bank is usually around, and then if you know anybody
What were
else.
those dates again?
July 31st to August 14th. And even though I'm here past 5 o'clock on the 14th, 5 o'clock is the timeline.
Okay, all right. 14th is the primary?
Correct. And so, yeah, at the primary this year, there are several state and federal offices, and then the county auditor for Morrison County as well.
Do they post a
Ballot.
sample ballot for that?
Yeah, I'll have it, I think the 31st is the deadline for the county to have it to me. So yeah, make sure, if people don't know, that this is where they're voting on the ballot question for Sunday liquor. The county auditor will be narrowed down to 2 after the primary. There are 4 people on the ballot currently. Any questions about any of that? Oh, and if any of you have certain things you want to see on the budget reports, like if you want to see, I don't know, salary versus operating costs, or I don't know, some random, let me know ahead of time. I can look at doing a different budget presentation rather than just the line by line, if anybody wants that info. Okay. Next thing is the Minnesota Government Finance Officers Conference in Alexandria at the end of September. I was not able to make it to the Clerks and Finance Officers Conference. This one has more about long-term financial planning and more of the finance aspects of my job. The money is, I have the money in my budget, so I'll just be out of the office for those 3 days. If anybody has any, unless somebody has an objection to that.
We should make a motion on that. Looking for a motion for Lacey to go to this conference.
I would make that motion.
Motion made by Hutchinson, seconded by O'Regan. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
And then we have the city logo. We had the logo contest. Chris Mayhew was the winner. The design is actually the big bulletin board back there. I don't know if anybody hasn't seen it yet. It was in the newspaper as well, but so that was the one chosen by the voters. We had said all along that we didn't necessarily have to go with that one. We weren't bound by that. I don't know if everybody wants to go with that, if we want to make changes to it. If you don't want a logo, we're looking at needing new City of Motley envelopes soon, and I think the letterhead is finally starting to dwindle, so we'll have to be ordering that soon. I don't know if we want to get a decal for Bruce's truck of some sort, if we want them in color or in black and white, if we want the tagline or not.
So if we're
Just
gonna do it,
the
this would be a good time to
options.
do it.
Yeah,
I had been told
now we're
that
soon.
Gateway to the North is the same one Wadena uses.
Wadena is like Development Commission, something in
Is that- I was
Wadena,
just
they
gonna
do
Google
have
it.
it. Yeah, I mean, it's not like a trademark or anything by any means, as far as I can tell. But I think they have it on one sign. Somebody else told me that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to Gateway to the North.
And does it matter if we have it on ours too?
No,
Shouldn't, no?
nope. We can have a tagline. We could just have a tagline like when I send out newsletters. We don't have to put it on everything. We could have one with, one without, and I don't know.
I actually kind of think it adds to it.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, it doesn't really bother me.
I like it.
I wish it was something different, but yet I like the wording and the look of it.
Steve, you were involved in that. What do you think?
I'm on the fence on that. I don't know, to be honest. I hate that phrase, to be honest.
You guys?
I like it.
You try it once. Be nice to have some local.
Yeah, I think I would actually rather say Gateway to the Northwoods, but we've got the Northwoods, so I don't know.
Well, we could change it to the Northwoods. There's nothing saying we can't change it. I don't know if somebody else has that too. I have no idea.
I'm sure there's gonna be it somewhere.
Right.
Somebody
That's
somewhere's
what-
gonna probably have
And,
it.
and how it's designed, it would look good with no phrase at the bottom too, but
Yeah.
He actually, he had sent me one both ways
Then it should have
originally.
City of Motley.
That's true, we could add city of at the
If
top.
We're not gonna do this. It'll be City of Motley.
but I'm fine leaving it. I mean,
Yeah.
the people voted, they liked it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I like it.
Okay, well, we'll start looking at things to put it on.
All right.
So Bruce is gonna,
Would you add a top to the tree and bottom to the circle?
No, I would leave the.
I
bottom.
like it.
I think it needs a top to a tree. It's like, it's cut off.
And I actually asked the artist, I said, was there supposed to be the top? Because several people asked me, I said, was there a bottom and was there a top to the tree? And he said, no. He said, that's the way it was designed. We can change it.
Well, I'm assuming this is the bank, and this is the water, right?
I believe
That's kind of
so.
what it's representing, so I see a lot of things like that.
And the artist hasn't actually signed it, so,
Well, he had to sign that we can do what we want with it, right?
yeah. But I mean, he didn't put his signature on it, that's what I'm saying.
No, we can change it if we want.
Bruce, would you just cut this off until they're both the same height, or like one just a little bit longer than the other?
'Cause how high are you gonna go up, Bruce?
Just a little bit more.
It's like it's a straight line, it just isn't.
Hey, here's an idea, how about, seriously, an eagle's nest up on
I like that idea, but I don't know who's gonna actually draw it.
top? Oh, I think if we,
You mean right up here, Eagle's Nest?
right, I think that would awesome.
Yeah.
A little life to it.
You wanna take the challenge of making the Eagle's Nest?
I mean, actually draw it.
Somebody's got to.
Well, what's it? I honestly would. Try it, yeah.
You wanna try it, we can bring it back to the next council meeting, you're not gonna run out of paper by
Sure.
then.
No,
Okay,
You can see what it looks like,
does everybody like that idea?
I like it.
Sure.
I like this too, but I mean, yeah.
I think it looks unfinished, it looks like it was
Yeah.
cropped too much.
and I can
I'd
ask,
like
do we want a
to see
bottom
it.
on it too? Cause the,
I didn't think, oh.
the like circle,
It's
The
gotta be
oval?
where it doesn't get lost, you know, in the size.
Right.
yeah,
I like the bottom the way it is.
Yeah.
okay. So it's just the top of the tree.
Yeah, try the Eagle's Nest up there.
Now, can
Okay.
we go back to him and have him put the top on the tree too, or?
Possibly, yep,
I
He had
would-
initially
I would
said he
mind
could make
seeing
some
that
changes,
too,
so-
Along with, Steve's option.
yep. Yeah, I can contact the artist for sure and see if, I'm sure, he was very nice, I'm sure he'd be willing to make a couple changes. And then the last thing on there, I'm sorry, were we done with the logo discussion?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I just sort of moved on my own. We have Minnesota Power, the electric charging station, sorry. We sent them, there's nothing in there. This sort of just came up today. We had our attorney look at the contract that they'd given us, the donation agreement. He sent his comments back to them. That was in March. Since March, I've been following up with them every 3 or 4 weeks, and they just keep saying, yeah, we're just busy, something. They contacted our attorney directly and said they want to schedule a call and have some more questions. Previously, I'd been told that the communications should go through me, not directly to the attorney, to sort of try to avoid some of the attorney's costs. So I'm just coming to you guys. Do we want to authorize them to contact them directly? Should I be involved? And then decide, leave it up to me whether I think the attorney needs to be involved or not. What do you guys want to do?
I think so. I think the fact that she's been involved in it and knows what's going on, the attorney probably doesn't know as much as
Yeah.
she does. So I don't see why she couldn't answer some of the questions, and then if we have to get an attorney involved,